On this episode of THL, we're talking health and wellness with a qualified dietitian and nutritionist who makes quirky online health-related videos under the name Didi The Trini DN. Candida Khan, welcome to the house.
Welcome. Hi guys, thanks so much for having me. It's an awesome setup you have here.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to upgrade a little things just to try and step up the production a little bit. Behind us, I don't know if you saw some of our previous videos, but we had a crazy kind of backdrop, with like black and white stripes. Which one commenter?
Oh yes, I did. I remember seeing a background. Yeah,
one commenter said that it looks mesmerizing.
Oh right,
is what they said.
True.
So we changed that one.
Okay.
And we also have on your side we have the purple background. To kind of match with our purple and green branding.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So how's it going?
It's good.
New year up to off for a good start.
Yeah, surprisingly, it took off so quickly.
Yeah, 2020.
I was so busy. Yeah, within the first week, it was crazy.
Nice one.
Yeah.
So we kind of want to start off with a little bit of background. How did you get into this whole diet and nutrition field?
Yeah. Well, we could go all the way back. No, I'm just kidding. Where do you want to start?
So, where do you go to school?
Okay.
Where are you from? Where do you go to school?
Right.
Are your parents in something similar or?
No, my mom's a teacher. My dad worked in the oil and gas company.
Ah, okay.
So he's a manager. So nothing really related to health and nutrition in my family at all.
Right. Okay.
No doctors or anything. I don't. So where did I go to school? Okay, so I went to school in St. Gabriel's, in primary school.
Right. Okay.
After that, I went to China for 5 years. And I went to
You went to China for you can't just skip that one. You can't just skip over that one. So is that because your dad was in oil and gas that you went to China?
Yeah, so he basically got a job and it was a first 3-year contract and it was a whole big family decision, but I was like, yes, let's go.
Wait.
And I was 12. So we kind of uprooted ourselves and we went for 5 years. It ended up being 5 years and it was real cool. It was a real good experience internationally.
So the Chinese food there, is it anything close to what we have here? Because here it's not.
No, it's completely different because with our culture, the spices and stuff are different and the techniques of meal prep is different. So over there, and they have different separate bowls and spaces for certain things.
So they don't...
So it's 100% different. It's nothing like what we do here and it does not taste the same either.
Which one you prefer?
I actually stopped eating Chinese food.
Oh, no way.
Because it's so oily. To be honest, yeah, I actually try to avoid it now.
Right.
And it has so much salt. I find it's a bit real salty sometimes. So.
That is true. If I eat Chinese food, I find as we drinking water.
A
lot more water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in some places you could tell them, less salt.
Right.
Please. And less oil, please. But yeah, generally I kind of drifted away from it.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you're in China for 5 years and then what? Move back to Trinidad and then what? Continued school?
Yeah. So after that, then I came back for Form 6. So I went to convent, San Fernando.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that 2-year experience, which was not the best, I went to UE.
Okay.
So it was actually my second choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really know what I wanted to do because being in an international school, there's so much more opportunities. And when I came back here, I was limited.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just wow. So I just was kind of thrown into just the sciences.
Okay.
And then my option for sciences was limited as well. So it was just I just did the norm, whatever I was told to do, basically.
Right.
And then it's only through the first year of UE that I realized, wait, I have a passion for this. This is cool. What you eat has such an important impact on your body. So it's only through doing the degree that I realized that I was passionate for it.
Okay. So you kind of chose the degree.
Well, my mom chose it.
Yeah. Okay.
She put it there, and she was like, this could be a good option because you like health and stuff. And I was like, really? Should I? Should I not? I was like, you just do what you want. If you want to put it, put it. And she did, and yeah, got through. And within the first year, I realized,
You actually
liked
it
a lot.
Right.
So that's why after I did the first degree, I went on to do the internship to become a dietitian. And then I went to Jamaica to do the master's. I went for a year, but it took 2 years to get it.
Oh, so you did like a master's in Jamaica as well?
Yeah, because it doesn't have like
And how is Jamaica? How is Chinese food in Jamaica?
Oh God! Again,
I drink Chinese.
I can't even tell you because I did not
because you don't eat.
The only thing I ate out was the jerk chicken and like the breadfruit, the roasted breadfruit. That was my favorite thing ever.
Right.
Festival.
Yeah. I just love that.
What's it called? That?
Festival.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I love that food. So that was basically doing things that I had and probably tried the Jamaican patty and stuff, but
right.
I avoided buying food out. I cooked. Throughout the entire experience. I cooked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that is the only way to really be in total control of what is going in your body, right? Because in these kitchens, you never know what's going on inside there.
Yeah, it's true. And the masters, there was only 3 of us in the class.
Oh wow! Well,
friends wise, I was like limited.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
And it was only one girl and one guy, and the girl lived like an hour and a half away from the school.
Okay.
So lineman wise was like a 0. So
what about graduation? It's just like 3 people.
Yeah, that's it. So I didn't even go because I was back in Trinidad. I only stayed in Jamaica to do the courses I had to do in the university.
Yeah.
And I came back home to do the research project, and that was it. I never went back.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So coming out to university now, like what was the plan from there?
Well, the videos actually started on YouTube when I was doing my master's in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like looking at some YouTubers and I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
What if because I was alone. So I was like, let me do something with my time besides like study. So I started to do something fun and record videos and edit and get into that stuff. And that's when I started to like find a lot of interest in videos and meal prep and getting information out there. But it's after the master's and I came back home looking for a job. Then I started to upload it to Facebook, and that's when it went viral.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So how long ago you started the YouTube channel?
That was like
because you said you were in Jamaica.
20, yeah. So I'm trying to think back when I finished my master's, 2017.
Right. Okay.
2017.
Okay. So 17, 18, 19, 20.
So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
So
that
3 years.
3 years. Okay. Well, cool. So so you never really worked for somebody. You were always kind of doing your own thing then.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, through UE, I was like a UE temp, and I did like odd jobs.
Right.
Regular stuff, and then I worked in the hospital for a little while, just like the summer vacation thing with the dietitians to see if it's really what I want to do, if it's what I like. Anyway, and then after that, what did I do? Okay, I think that I came back. I went into Zumba because I was interested in exercising. And I don't know why, but I had like an entrepreneurship like spirit.
Right.
So I wanted to do work while doing my master's, and I didn't know how to do that in Jamaica, so I kind of just learned Zumba and then had classes over there.
Right. Okay.
With students during the semester.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe let's talk about overall sort of like the health situation in Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
How would you from being like a qualified dietitian and nutritionist, how would you like rate our average Trini meals? On the curry side, you have the doubles and the roti and the and then on the Creole side we have the macaroni pie and
Lord.
stew chicken, and those are my favorite dishes, to be honest. Although I like curry too.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, how would you rate that stuff? To me, it sounds like a lot of carbs and
Yeah, you want people to hate me right now, right?
no, well, yeah. I mean, I think I know the answer already, right? But
No, well,
like,
okay. So honestly,
what is the best of it? What is not so bad? You know, what do you think? What's your opinion?
Honestly, it has a lot to do with meal prep.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot to do with portion control
Yeah.
and balancing the meals. That's like a big deal. So, yes, you could have your favorite things, but you have to understand how to have a healthy plate. And once you understand that, then it doesn't matter what you eat because it will still not be like an unhealthy portion, basically. So, even macaroni pie, if you have like on your plate like a small portion, which is not what we do,
Yeah.
or like rice and curry, you know, people lay at the base with rice first and then put the chicken on top, then like a little bit of salad.
Yeah. You have the wrong proportions.
Yes, we have the wrong
Yeah.
portion. That's the major problem. It's not it's unhealthy. It's just that portion control wise, we really overdo it with the wrong things.
That makes a lot of sense. So
Yeah.
you don't have to lose your
Favorite
stop eating your
things.
favorite things.
No.
So you can have a little piece. But the thing is, the macaroni pie is the best part.
I know. But that's why, like, with my program, like, I never restrict people. Like, they
Okay.
always say, oh, well, I thought you were going to cut out flour from my diet. Or I thought you was going to tell me not to eat this and not to eat that. And I was like, no, you could eat what you love. It's just that you have to be able to practice, like, portion control. Like, it's how much you have at once.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that because that's a little unexpected, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So basically, it's not so much our diet. When I say our diet, like the macaroni pie and whatever,
Right. Yeah.
it is how much of it we're eating.
Yeah.
So we could. It wouldn't be as bad if we could
Kind of balance it.
balance out those portions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I always find actually like when you go out to buy food, and you're buying food like that, you're buying Creole food or you're buying curry or whatever, they serve you in proportions that are a bit strange.
Yeah.
Like you will get a lot of like potato and they'll kind of chinks on the pumpkin and the bhaji and thing, and I might have to ask for more of that, you know.
Yeah.
you know, but like
It's true. It's
and they get
really
plenty
true.
bus up shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if it's cost related too.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. If it's cheaper to give you like these lower cost things, a lot of them, and then higher cost things.
Yeah,
you don't
I
have
think
them.
definitely.
Yeah.
You know, so the rice, that's why you'll get a whole
Yeah.
big. You get too much rice.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they put on rice, and I'm like, stop. Like you're
Yeah.
paying for it, you know. I was like, I can't eat all that rice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the portions for sure.
Yeah. And you'd never really find me buying food out, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll have to be in like a life or death situation.
Wow.
Or like, yeah, it'll have to be like grilled or barbecued or something that's not fried, because I just fried food, like this much oil is like 150 calories nearly.
Way.
So imagine like a fried chicken. The amount
Right.
of oil that's soaked into these fried foods is like the caloric intake that you're gonna have is way too much.
Right.
So doing like a lightly pan fry or oven fry is always what I would recommend to like patients who like the crispiness of a fried chicken, you know?
Yeah. A lot of the time is the texture and stuff like that
Yeah.
people go for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Hmm.
But it's always a healthier way to prepare something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just have to be able to open your mind a little to it, and that's what I'm trying to get people to do. Be a little bit more aware that, you know, it could still taste good. Like some people have this mindset that, oh my God, it's
Yeah.
healthy, it's gonna taste really bad.
Yeah.
But it tastes good. It's just that, you know, it's a different way of preparing it.
What are some common like illnesses that you would say are food related?
Chronic diseases.
Most
all
of them.
All.
Right. Okay.
Because
I mean, I know
Trinidad,
it's
like,
diabetes.
Yeah.
It's heart disease. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think in Trinidad, the top of the list is like cancer for
Right.
that. And then you have all the other chronic diseases coming down the line. So heart disease, clogged arteries is a big one. High cholesterol levels that block your arteries. Oh my gosh, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have like high blood pressure, and that's like a silent killer. So I always check pressure when it comes to my clients. Always pressure, sugar, and cholesterol. Those are the three things, because you don't feel sick. You don't feel any symptoms or signs of these illnesses,
Right.
but you have it secretly.
Yeah.
And then when you check it and it's crazy high, you're like, but I feel normal. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I know, but this is not healthy.
Yeah, you're on the brink.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah,
you're
sort
ticking
yourself
time
out.
bomb. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then like diabetes, definitely diabetes. And the cholesterol. Yeah,
Right.
those are kidney also, because kidney is like related to high blood pressure.
Okay.
So once that's the risk. So once your pressure is high, that's why pressure is so important. Once it's high, I already know that all your organs being affected, and especially your kidneys that are so sensitive.
Right.
That amount of pressure and force is damaging your kidneys a lot.
Right.
And that's why people tend to get the kidney disease after years of uncontrolled diabetes and high blood pressure. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe let's jump into your services.
Okay.
Tell us like exactly like what sort of services you offer to help people.
Right. So right now I recently launched Shape Me Didi because I came back from Bermuda last year, like September, I think. Somewhere around there. August.
I am exactly the same with dates.
Yeah.
Like, don't feel bad at all. Like, if somebody were to ask me what I was doing last weekend, like I have no idea.
Yeah, and even with my program, I always have to get an idea of how people eat. So I always ask for like a general idea because nobody could remember what they eat yesterday or like in a
Right.
24-hour period.
Wait.
So it's just be like, give me like a general idea
Of
yeah.
what sort of things you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so when
So
I
yeah,
came
you came
back
back and then
I launched Shape Me Didi. So that name my sister came up with. She's like really good with names. I always go to her to come up with names. And it's basically nutrition counseling sessions.
Yeah.
That's where we have like one-on-one sessions. I get your history, likes, dislikes, food allergies, do a recall to find out what you normally eat, what medication you're on, if you're on any medication, if you have chronic diseases in your family, stuff like that. And then we come up with small lifestyle changes that you are willing to make based on that. And then we work forward with little goals. So that's the first thing. Then we have cooking sessions where I would help with meal prep. So it's basically 3 meals and 2 snacks. So it's healthy meal prep and exercise and like portion control. So showing them exactly how to portion the plate and how the plate should look. Because it's easy to show pictures, but then when it's actually coming down to plating your food, because you're accustomed to doing it a certain way, it's like second nature to put a whole set of carbs and, forget about the veggies and all of that.
so how does that one work? Do you actually go home by them or they come by
Yeah.
you? How does that work?
Well, I normally do home visits.
Okay.
Yeah. So they would send me the location and I'll go by them and we'll do meal preps.
Okay.
And then we have
The supermarket?
the grocery shopping tour.
Right.
So that's about balancing meals, mindful eating, going through the nutrition facts label, which many people don't go through.
Nobody do that.
So you would actually walk through the aisles and you would pick up things and turn the bottle around
Yeah.
and explain to them
Exactly.
like what this thing means
Yeah.
and all of that.
Based
Okay.
on their familiarity, like what products they like.
Okay.
So that's why we go through. So whatever it is that they want to ask me about, or to come up with a healthy grocery shopping list for them specifically. So with
Right.
everyone is different.
Yeah.
So whatever products they like, we would pick it up. We'd go through the serving size, and I'll show them how to identify on the label what they should look out for as red flags with it. And if they still want to have it, then it'll be how much they have.
Right.
Because if it's like 5 cookies is the serving size, but let's say saturated fat is crazy high.
Yeah.
If they have like 2, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
stuff
kind of like
that.
I kind of like that. I like that you're not real militant about this thing.
No.
You could have a little piece of macaroni pie.
Yeah,
you could have
yeah. Yeah, you can
I
have
like
it.
that.
You can have it. Definitely have it and enjoy it. Because once you restrict yourself and you go on these, like, we call it fad diets.
Fad diets,
fast
yeah.
weight loss diets. And it's like limited things. You just lose your mind after.
Yeah.
And you end up in a worse off situation.
Yeah, because coming out of that, you're just gonna binge.
Exactly,
yeah.
and it happens so
Yeah.
often,
Yeah.
and you end up gaining weight and more than your original weight
Right.
because you lose control because
Right.
you restrict yourself so much. So
Yeah.
with mine, it's more about lifestyle changes, so you're not restricted
Okay.
in that way.
And you're doing exercise things as well.
Yes. So that is actually pretty simple.
Okay.
So the exercise routines, I go to them and either we do it in their house or in a close park or something like that. And it's just cardio, basically stretching, deep breathing, probably some jumping jacks and twists and little things that I used to do On my own, I just do it with them, and because cardio is best for fat loss.
Right.
So if we targeting fat, then we would do things to do that, and that would be like an hour
Yeah.
session. Yeah.
What I like about it so far is it sounds very custom, right? Because you could search on YouTube or just search Google for some kind of diet if you want to lose 10 pounds or
Right.
whatever, right?
Right.
But what you're gonna get is something that is not necessarily
Catered to the person.
tailored
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Specifically.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
So I mean, you are meeting with them.
Yeah.
You're understanding their needs. You're taking
Right.
them to the actual grocery,
Yeah.
finding out the things that they like, and saying,
Right.
okay, you like I don't know, I'm saying guava jam. You like guava jam? Well, maybe don't use this one because this one has
Yeah, too much sugar.
Use this one. This one has less sugar, and you're showing
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
how to pick the better
Right.
better option.
Yeah.
And then you're taking them home because you're going to their house and saying, okay, we've now selected all of these ingredients from the grocery, the healthy ingredients.
Right.
This is how you should put a plate together. This is
Exactly.
what the portions should look like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, because at first, like before the program and before Bermuda, I was trying it on my own, but I didn't have the idea for the program name. So it was just everything scattered without a name. So all I did was literally take all of the things I do,
Right.
put it together in a package,
Yeah.
and like I reduced the cost, but
Yeah.
I reduced the cost a lot to get it out there so that people will be interested in it. And it just took off.
Right.
And
Okay.
that was it.
I mean, to be honest, it seems very involved because it's like one-on-one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very one-on-one. How many people could you really do at the same time? Well, I guess you just have to schedule your days.
Yeah, it has to be scheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I try to do sell people on a sell day. I have a lot of sell people.
Okay.
Central people on Central day. I don't really have much North people, but I do have some like branch off in the corners, and I'm like, oh, could you meet me somewhere closer? Like, ooh, the distances I have to drive. Wow.
So you're driving all over the place then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I didn't feel like driving today. Well,
Google Maps is like-
Dexter did RL solid there.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Always on the road. Always spend most of my time. That's why I do like little videos of me, like with the music, dancing, and whatever. Because
Right.
I'm trying to entertain myself.
Gosh. And then, well, you know, traffic is not the kindest in
Yeah.
Trinidad. So I'm sure every now and then you're caught up in that madness.
Yeah, but
know?
I don't know. Most of the time, it's like persons with the time. I get to do it at not the peak hours, during not the peak hours, so I don't get stuck in traffic more often than I probably should be. But it's just the distances, like big. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got some people all over.
So maybe take us through advice, right? So, for example, I know there are a lot because you were talking about like fat diets and that kind of thing.
Right.
So, like for me, I've done keto.
Oh Lord.
I've done. I think I got gout from keto.
Oh no.
I'm not too sure if I did, but like
Yeah.
I was doing keto, I was losing weight. Like the thing was working.
Oh God.
The thing was working good.
They do because you're restrictive.
And then I got like a pain in my foot or something.
Oh gosh.
And I went Googling the thing and I hear you could get like, well, gout, I think you get pain in your feet sometimes, apparently.
Yeah, it's joints.
I don't
and
know if
stuff.
I don't know if
Joints.
that's what I had.
You didn't test
Because
it?
I also used to run a lot and I have
Okay.
like a recurring foot thing as well.
Okay.
I'm not too sure if it was related. Anyway.
So wait, you didn't test it?
No,
so
I was
you just analyze it for yourself.
well, I was in
and say how goes.
well, I had no idea.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
I was in Barbados at the time. Like,
Okay.
So I was on vacation and I was like hopping around on one foot for a little bit. But anyway, so like I tried that one. I've done what is the other one? Paleo,
Okay.
which I think is a little better as in
Yeah.
the
Portions
types of
and stuff,
food
yeah.
that you're eating because it's not just meat, right?
Right.
And what else, boy? And this, I guess, just like your regular low carb.
Right.
You know, what would you say is the best type of diet?
The lifestyle changes.
The
The lifestyle changes like mine.
like yours. You mean cook your own food?
Follow the plate method, because all those diets are again restrictive,
Right.
and it does not work in the long run.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for short-term goals to lose like a few pounds
Yeah.
and damage your organs, sure, do it.
But even besides the
But-
fad diets, right? So like you know, in China, for example, or Japan might be a
Yeah.
better example. Like they eat a lot of fish,
Yeah.
a lot of fish, a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's also like a Mediterranean
yes,
diet,
which is the best. Yeah.
which a lot of people say is
Yeah.
the best.
So
you
what I
know?
normally tend to do is ask persons to focus on their likes. So
Okay.
with the food groups, you look at your favorite vegetables. You
Okay.
must have
Yeah.
something that you can tolerate, because everybody's like, "Oh, I hate vegetables. I
Yeah.
hate it." And I'm like, "Okay, so what do you like? Like, which one you're okay with?" And just have like a few, and it's like, "Okay, stick to these."
Yeah.
But try to have them with at least 2 meals if it's lunch and dinner, or at least one if you want to start off slow, because vegetables low in calories, high in fiber, it will help to keep you full, and it's like the best thing for a balanced meal. You remember your veggies should be on half of the plate.
Half the plate, you
Yes,
say?
and we only have like a sprinkle on the top or something on the side.
Yeah, looking like a little coleslaw on top.
Yeah, exactly. So our portions are so messed up. Like, wow.
Right.
It should be half the plate ideal, and then a small portion of carbs and a small portion of protein.
Okay.
Protein could be like lean meats, or if you're vegetarian, like your beans and your peas, or your tofu, or whatever you like.
Right, okay.
But would you say that that is for everyone, or like some people actually need a little bit more of maybe carbs or something? You know, like
Yes and no. So let me explain. Like my plates would probably be like really small.
mm-hmm.
You're bigger than me, taller and everything, right? So your plate size would be bigger.
Right.
So portion wise, in terms of that, yes, you would need more. But in terms of visuals, how it should look, still aim for like half of your plate veg. Make sure it's colorful.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have your portion of carbs and portion of protein. But definitely from person to person, it will be different. Like the size, the amount that you could have, it will be different, yeah.
And make sure it's colorful basically means it's different types of veggies in there.
Well, your favorite
So
ones.
it's like green, red
Yeah.
from maybe tomato or sweet
Yeah.
pepper or whatever.
Yeah.
You know
but your
some-
favorite. Stick
Yeah.
to your favorite.
You know what? You know it's another. I giving tips now. But like my wife, for example, like she hates tomatoes
Right. So she
because
should
it's like a
avoid
texture
it.
thing now. She
Yeah.
doesn't like the texture of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you grill it,
She's okay with
She
it.
likes it.
You see exactly that.
Yeah.
you know.
So she
so
could
you
grill
put
it and have
you put it in the oven and you put like a little olive oil on it and salt, pepper, whatever, and grill it, and it's a whole different flavor.
Exactly.
You know. So maybe you might not think you like something, but there might be a way that
There's
you
a
Other
way to
ways.
prepare it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
yeah, yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
having options. Yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
So yeah, boy. How do you like what kind of vegetables do you like, Dexter?
Do you eat vegetables?
Yeah, for sure. I think I eat a wide variety of stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'm always mindful like day to day
Yeah.
to have the balance, you know. But every now and
Yeah.
again, I kind of check myself and I'm like, you know, I'm not really eating too many fruits right now,
Yeah.
or you know, too many vegetables. I need to add back,
Yeah.
you know, more of that, or like I said, the portions thing I think
Yeah.
is a real big thing,
Yeah.
you know.
It is.
Because I find, I mean, to be honest, I tend to eat out quite a bit, as in buy food, already cooked food to eat.
Yeah.
And one thing I realized, a big thing actually, is if you eat straight out of the box, you're going to eat way more
Exactly.
than if
yeah.
you put it in a plate.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you buy food and it's a small box. But if
Right.
you put that in a plate, it's like a
This-
whole heap of
yeah,
food.
Yeah,
Boss,
true.
I was about to jump in and say that same
Yeah.
thing. Like some of those boxes, when you put it onto a plate, you're like, wait.
That's a real food. That's
Yeah.
that's food for two
It's
people.
like, wait.
Exactly. So we eat with our eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. A lot of the time we do.
Yeah.
We may not need it, but what we see is what we want to have.
And you know, you also have this thing in any Trini household where your parents or your grandparents used to say, eat all your
All of
food.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Eat all your food.
You want more? Yeah, don't be
Yeah.
bashful, Don't be
Yeah.
bashful. You have more macaroni pie.
It's true.
No, but they also they also give you like a guilt trip,
It
Yeah.
is true.
Because they would tell
I
you.
get it up to now.
Yeah, they tell you, eat all your food because some kids don't
Don't
have.
have.
Yeah, or like
You
you're
know?
eating like a bird. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I get that still.
Yeah, I think we have some traditions and customs that
Yeah.
need to change a little bit.
Yeah, because they're
Like,
not aware. Honestly,
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
don't know any better.
Yeah, we more
And
knowledgeable
they just want
now.
to help.
Yeah.
But when you make these lifestyle changes, like so far with the program, everybody feels so much better.
Right.
Like the energy is different. And hydration is the next one that we neglect. Because when I do the body composition assessment for them, water, most of the time, like 99% of the people, water is so low. They are so dehydrated.
You mean they're not drinking enough
Enough,
water?
yeah. And then when I tell them their recommended intake based on, I have a calculation, they're like, what? I can't drink so much. But then when they start off slow and they gradually get it, they'll be like, it's not too bad. And like I feel so much better.
But generally, it's 8 glasses a day.
No,
Or that's a
honestly,
misconception.
for me, yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah?
That's just an average.
Okay.
It's just an average. So with me, I do it individually and give you your recommended.
I mean, I guess it would depend on how active you are. If you're doing like outdoor type work, you could probably drink more than 8 easily.
Exactly, yeah.
But if you're working in an office, air conditioned office,
Yeah.
whole day,
It's
sitting
very
down in front of a
rarely
computer, how much water
8.
you need?
It's very rarely 8.
It's usually more or less, is what you're
Yes,
saying.
more.
More, okay.
Yes, it's
right.
normally more.
I guess it depends on the size of your
Yes,
body
it is
as
the
well.
size,
That's a
yeah.
big part of it, right?
More cells you have, the more water you need.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so the taller you are, the bigger you are.
Yeah.
That.
Well, Dexter, you've managed to, because I remember, because we used to actually work together
Okay.
at an advertising agency, and when Dexter was there, I mean, he was never fat, but you had a little size.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He had a little size.
Lord.
and when he left the agency to
Yeah.
start freelancing, because he's
Yeah.
he's a website developer.
Right.
To start freelancing, like you just kind of managed to get your weight under control, and
Yeah.
it never really
Yeah.
snuck back up on you. You know?
I feel like I lost. I gained. I should say.
Yeah.
I gained back some weight, but I think main thing is lifestyle change up.
Yeah. Stress has a big part.
And stress is a big part of it as well.
Very, very big part.
Very much indeed. And it's
Yeah.
weird, but I find that when you start going down the wrong road,
Yeah.
it becomes harder to get back on track with everything, with working out, with eating well and everything.
Definitely.
It's almost as if like you start eating badly and you're not exercising and you just feel to do more of that, of not exercise
Yeah.
and not eat
Yeah, you spiral.
properly, So it is important, I think, to try and keep your eyes on what you're doing.
Exactly, and
like
that's
pay
why
attention.
with the program, I always have to see them to make sure that we address whatever barriers they have to change. Because
Yeah.
it's easy to, when you start off, first week, second week, you're
Yeah.
okay. But then after that, you need encouragement, you need motivation. You need to discuss like whatever challenges you had. If your coworker having things and you're like, oh, I want that, and like, so it's be tough. But
So
once
like,
have that,
are you like WhatsApping them during the day?
yeah, 24/7.
Like yeah, like yeah. I
Wait
hope
in there, wait in there.
I hope you're not having a roti for lunch,
Yeah, so like with the program, I'm like a health coach, so they
Okay.
keep in contact and they send pictures of what they have, and if they're going out to the grocery store and they want to buy something, they want to know what's the best option or like how portion wise how much they should have. So I'm definitely open to that. Like I keep in contact with them to make sure that everything's okay, and I can address anything that they're going through with in terms of their diets and what changes they have to make.
So how long you've been running that program for? Like who?
I just launched it a couple months,
Oh, just a couple of months ago. Okay.
literally just, a couple
And what
months.
kind of like successes you've been seeing with people that you're working with?
Yeah,
or is it
weight
still
loss for
early?
sure.
Is it still
No,
early? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like with the lifestyle changes, once they're able to keep up with it, they have weight loss for sure. They like their life is switched over because they just feel so much healthier and they could do so much more than they could have done before.
Right.
Like it's like more so people come to me at their breaking point.
Okay.
So like when they know something's wrong with the diet and realize, okay, nothing that I'm trying is working.
Yeah.
Let me try this lifestyle change thing that she's talking about. And when they try it and they realize, like, wait, this really
You feel any
working.
difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Yeah.
it's a real big thing in this whole thing as well is journaling, keeping a record of
Yeah.
what you eat and
Yeah.
you know, like your weight and stuff like that, and kind of measuring where you at,
Yeah.
and over time, you know, you look back and you're like, okay, I made these changes,
Exactly.
and you see where you are now, and that kind of keeps you motivated too, because
Yeah.
then you feel like, well, I made changes and it actually worked over time, you know.
Yeah.
Your
And-
body is made up of so many pieces that it takes a while
Exactly.
for changes to actually take place.
Because remember, it's like you've been in this routine and this habit for so long,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna try something different. And it's a little goal, little steps that we take in. So eventually, while you keep practicing these healthy lifestyle changes, it becomes so much easier. It's like second nature, and
Yeah.
you don't even feel to eat the way that you used to eat at all.
For me, what I notice as well is like it's like a domino effect or a snowball effect, and that you wake up in the morning and you have like a healthy breakfast and you maybe go for like a run or whatever.
Right?
Like your whole week, next thing you know, you come home and you clean your house, you know,
Yeah.
and then you go to sleep early and then you wake up and like things just and then you're more positive, you get more done in work. Like one little thing could have this domino effect where it's just like better and better things happen.
Yeah.
Whereas the opposite of that, you go out to some, let's say you go as people fetting for carnival now,
Yeah.
you go out, you have some drinks. The next day, you want doubles for breakfast, or you probably had a roti in St. James before you come
Definitely.
home. And you was on a real good gym routine, and you was going consistently, and now you fall off the wagon. You know, you
Yeah.
miss gym for the whole week. And your instructor call, and you're like, boy, one boy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm just not feeling it, boy.
Yeah, that's
and then
right.
you don't clean your room, and your room dirty, and then your clothes piling up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it could literally go
It throws you off.
either
It
way.
throws you off, definitely,
know?
and it's hard to get back on. That's why you have to like keep reassuring and keep up with the checks to make sure that you
The people not falling off the wagon as well.
Because it's a struggle sometimes, and especially when you're starting up.
Yeah.
It definitely gets better later on. Like habits change after a month, 2 months trying. It's easier. But to start off is be like rough.
I kind of just thought of this, but it's almost like taking two different roads, you know? And like the further you go down one road, it's harder to go back the next way.
It's true.
So you want to try and get on the right road and stay on it.
There.
You know, and if the wagon you're on going down that road, you fall off, try to get back on quickly
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's gonna take a while
Exactly.
to catch back up with that wagon, you know?
Yeah, that's why I'm there. Along with this journey that they go through.
Well, right now I think I'm on a runaway wagon down the wrong road, the wrong road, boy. I'm telling you.
And sleep is also important to think of.
Yeah.
Once you lack sleep too and you're not hydrated, like those are two of the key things with weight loss.
Right.
Your cravings go crazy and you end up eating things that you should not be eating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
you
noticed that
sleep, you'll
even with
be-
the water thing, like I think
Yeah.
sometimes you might feel peckish, but what you really need is just a glass of water.
Exactly.
And you're cool. You just drink a glass of water and you're cool, and I just
Let me
I
just give you an
disappears.
example. Like my water intake, based on my size and stuff, is 3 liters every day.
Ooh.
Wow.
So it's 1.5 by lunch.
Yeah.
That's how I was trying to aim for it, and 1.5 by dinner.
Yeah. I would be going
So
to the,
y'all
I feel like
might
I'd be
be a
going to the
lot
bathroom
more-
every like 2 minutes
You
though.
would, no, but I mean, a lot of the times too, we have water retention.
Okay.
So we have water weight on us. So the idea is by drinking more, you get rid of it. Once it comes out,
It kinda
it's good to come
it
out.
kinda
Let
flushes
come
it out.
Yeah, just
Okay.
let it come out. Don't worry about going to the bathroom often. It
Yeah.
will slow down eventually, but because like some of them are so severely dehydrated,
Yeah.
it's take a while.
What do you think about all these like juicing and juices and that kind of thing? Do you believe in them?
I actually don't recommend.
Yeah.
I mean, what I do with patients is like, because some patients don't like just to drink water, they find it have no taste. So I'm like, okay, what are your favorite fruits or your favorite vegetables? You could just add it to the water and let it diffuse naturally.
Right.
And that will flavor the water, and then they'll be more encouraged to
Okay.
drink it.
Yeah.
That's basically what I would recommend, because all of
Yeah.
those other things have so much additives and sugar and all kind of other things in it that you don't really need.
No, because
So-
with the juicing, there's so some people are blending,
Yeah,
which I think they call it like a blended salad. You know, so like you
like
have
a smoothie then.
so like like you have the magic bullet, for example.
Right. Smoothie.
And,
yeah.
and just how you described a plate,
yeah,
really, what you put in that magic bullet should have a lot of vegetables.
yeah,
And then maybe a piece of mango or something, or like pineapple, just to have it a little sweetener. But because it's blended, you're not losing the fiber. Whereas I know some people like to juice,
right.
but then when you put the carrot and all that stuff in the juicer, it actually extracts the fiber. I don't know if you ever used one of those
no,
before.
I haven't.
It extracts the fiber and it's just pure liquid.
Right.
But then
Definitely missing out then.
but then you're missing out on the fiber, because with the fiber
Definitely.
it takes longer to
digest.
digest and go through your system now.
100%.
And then to me it's really expensive too, because to juice like to get juice out of vegetables, you need a lot of vegetables. And vegetables not really cheap.
Yeah.
You know?
But also, like, we are made to eat. We have teeth to chew.
Yeah.
We have a digestion system that, so,
Yeah.
I mean, the only way that I would say, okay, yeah, well, most of the times you need a liquid diet is if something's wrong with your mouth, like
Right.
if something's wrong with your whole digestion system.
So basically you're saying eat your fruit.
Eat
your
it.
fruit, don't juice your fruit.
Yeah.
But
Eat it.
if you prefer to blend it and it will encourage you to drink it
Yeah.
and have it in that way, then go ahead, do it.
But you know what the risk could be there though? Because if when you're blending it or juicing a fruit still has sugar in it, right?
Yeah,
So
is the
you
amount
could
you add
be
again.
depending to have a glass of
Oh gosh, no.
of blended fruit. I think that's like a lot of sugar.
Too much sugar. Too much. Way too much. It's like, because a whole orange, you'll eat it, be satisfied. When
Yeah.
you juice that, it's like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you would need about 5-6 oranges.
and that's
depending.
like, oh no.
yeah.
So half cup is normally like the recommendation, like per serving, but
Right.
depends on what you blend in and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So let's talk about the videos for a little bit.
Okay.
You said you started when you were in Jamaica, when you were going to
Yes.
school in Jamaica. Your masters, you studied your
Yes,
masters.
masters.
And your channel was on YouTube first, before Facebook.
Yeah.
But then it's the video on Facebook
Yes.
that went viral. Which
Yes.
video was that? Was that the curry crab one?
I think it was the jengi. Well, I think I did like.
I think the jengi was
vegetables
in
at
the curry
first.
crab. That one has 120,000 views. So I
Which
was
one? The curry crab?
The curry crab
Oh,
one.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even check.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah. So it
I think it had like a lot of bacchanal on that one. That's why.
yeah. So because it was to say the least, it was a bit controversial, because people were
Yeah.
like, describe how your process for making that curry crab. Or am I setting you up here?
No, I think the main difference was that I didn't use oil.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody was like, oh my God, what is she doing?
Yeah.
I curry with water. I
Yeah.
do not use oil at all with
Right.
anything because
Right.
it has so much calories, and I know naturally foods have fat and meats have fat naturally with
Yeah.
oils and stuff. So I don't really add oil to anything.
Right.
So I used water, and that was the whole contradiction. That's just one crazy. Everybody was like losing their mind. Oh my God, what is going on? Because I use water and then curry powder, and then like I mix all the seasonings and everything, and
Yeah.
that
I
was
can't,
the
I
major
can't believe
difference.
there's another way to do this
Yeah.
thing. Like, how is
Oh
that
my
possible? Like,
God.
because in my house, like, it was done this way.
Yeah,
so
you
this
have
must,
to put the
this must be the
oil
only way to
chunky.
do it.
Yeah.
How is there another way? You know?
You have to put oil chunky first. That's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, your videos have get like a lot of views.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to grow to? Because right now I think you're just under 20,000, maybe like 18,000. How long did that take?
Yes.
Was there like
yes.
was it a spike, or was it a steady gradual growth?
Well, when I uploaded to Facebook, it was a spike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, after the first video, and the views kept growing, and I was like, whoa, What's happening? And then every week I would get like 1,000 more likes, and I was like, wow. And it just plateaued.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. After that, it plateaued.
Yeah.
I
I
reached
think
my
what
maximum.
happens. I think what happens as well is people. So things go viral when people love it, and things also go viral when people hate it.
Yeah.
So
And it-
even your fans and your haters
yeah.
Contribute.
Yeah.
together both contributed for that video to go viral.
And the hate
Because the
was like,
ones that didn't like it, they were commenting, and every time they
Yeah.
comment, their friends see it.
yes.
And then they would tag a friend in it too and be
Yeah.
like, look at this. What's going on here, you know?
And they were such bullies because I didn't care. Like, I would
Yeah.
read the comments and be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But it affected the other persons who commented. Like, they were literally attacking each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you doing this? Don't do this. Like, I love my supporters. And then that's when I realized, like, my supporters started to trickle.
Right.
Because who wants to be attacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like in a post and, saying something positive, and then somebody's attacking you and calling you names. It's like, what is going on?
Right, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. So how did you learn to shoot these videos?
Randomly.
Self-taught, or just go
Yeah.
up on YouTube, look at videos?
Yeah, I mean, I
Video
started
tutorials?
on what is called that thing on the computer? Microsoft
Movie maker?
Movie Maker. Literally, that was it. And
Yeah.
I think I
Don't
just-
laugh, like I literally, my first video edit was on a Microsoft Movie Maker too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I used to do little graphics in Paint.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
When I wasn't playing Solitaire
yeah.
and Minecraft. Not Minecraft,
Minesweep.
Minesweep.
Yeah.
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 So it started there and just like.
You know about
recording.
Minesweep, Panther?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, yeah.
They're just going along.
Yeah. I think you might be a little young for that. Anyway.
Yeah, so and then just recorded on my phone, and then after I got a camera and I used the camera, and then I edited, and I
Yeah.
got like Power Direct, and I used that,
Yeah.
and then I was just on my phone only.
Right.
Yeah,
So how did you feel like uploading that first video? I mean,
I honestly thought
you weren't
nothing
camera
of it.
shy or anything. Like you just put it up there.
I
And
thought
hello,
nothing
hello
of it.
world.
I did not expect it to take off the way it did. I
Okay.
thought nothing of it. I didn't even think much people were gonna see it.
Right.
So I just put it out there.
Yeah.
And then it just had an expectation, like everybody was like, you need to upload videos on a regular, like upload. So,
On your character that you portray,
Yeah.
Didi, where did that come from?
within me.
With it, I'm sure it did.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, like when I'm in front of the camera and I'm doing it by myself,
Yeah.
I just had like, that was just who I was.
Right.
It wasn't fake. It wasn't something like I performed. It was just what came out.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Because like when I first started, I think I was doing it with my sister and she was like, okay, that's a bit too much. Some people might not get your personality. So we tried to like tone it down, but then she got married and left and I was alone. So I was like, I did it on my own and I just
Went
went,
straight back.
I just went back to like
I was like, no,
myself.
what? I still just gonna upload this thing, like
Yeah, I was
whatever,
just gonna
see
upload
what
it.
happens.
Yeah, and see what happens. And then it was just like I had to keep uploading for everybody.
Right.
And then I realized, well, the whole point of the platform was to share nutrition information, share health information.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make a change and help people overcome like whatever chronic diseases they're going through and educate. That's the whole point of the program, like
Yeah.
educating you.
Yeah.
If you don't need me after that, it's fine because that's the whole point. Like I want you to reach that point where you know your stuff and you know how to manage your diet and lifestyle well enough.
Yeah.
So that was really what I
And
wanted
then you're trying to
to
do it in a fun and entertaining way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that just came out. So I just can't be. I try to be serious sometimes. I try to be like, okay, this is a serious video. Let's try like a serious face.
Yeah.
But it's so hard. It's so hard.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fun and clearly it's working. I mean,
Yeah.
20,000 followers and you never really spent any money on advertising or anything. It's just all organic growth.
Yeah, it was organic.
Yeah, well, that's great.
100%.
You
I
should feel proud.
didn't
That's awesome.
Pay
Yeah.
anything because
Yeah.
I don't have a credit card, so
You're right.
I have no way of paying for an ad.
Yeah.
People paid me to
Yeah.
advertise. Yeah.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, they paid me to advertise the stuff on my videos. That's how it went when it was viral.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you're doing other stuff as well because you have a website. I mean,
but
so
I don't use it much.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's just there as a next platform.
Right.
So whatever information that people might not find on Facebook or whatever, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have like an app on the phone as well, but I actually didn't do anything with it in a while.
You have an app.
Yeah, I have a phone app.
What is it called?
Didi.
Didi?
But it's not on like the app store. It's you
Ah.
have to. There's a link. It's on my Instagram page, but there's a link and you have to download the app.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay, okay.
it shares information about the program and like Facebook page and like it's like a whole little insight to all of my little social media links, basically social media
Right.
updates, like
Okay.
in a little package.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So, so how do you deal with these haters? Really, I mean, is your strategy to just kind of ignore?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
I don't know. It's just in me to ignore people like that because, oh gosh, like, I don't know what else to do because if you respond, they just grow. Like their hate just grows and they just keep attacking.
Yeah.
And it's like, I realize with the post, when I comment on a negative comment, all my supporters follow and it just grows into a huge argument and everybody's just attacking each
Also,
other.
like they kind of dive
So
in there to protect
yeah,
you.
so I didn't like that. So I realized that where I put my energy is important.
Right.
So I
Right.
just don't focus on them
Yeah.
at all.
So you just kind of leave them there
Yeah,
to.
just let them say what they want to say. Whatever. It's your opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's
you
a good.
can have opinions.
That's a good approach. I mean, but yeah, like looking at the comments, like it's either somebody just kind of loves the
Yeah.
the way
I
you
had the
approach your
extremes.
videos, and then there's like the extreme, like
Hate,
oh
yeah.
gosh, I just can't like it's
Yeah.
hate, like I can't stand,
Yeah,
like I couldn't
can't
even
stand
watch,
her.
I couldn't even watch 10 seconds of the video, you know.
It's true.
So-
I have the two extremes.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, is that you love Didi or you hate Didi? And sometimes the hate could turn into love. But it's like, it grows. I guess it changes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just love how you think about it. Like to you, it's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like whatever.
Because if you
just
let
leave
it
them.
affect you,
Yeah.
I don't know where I would, like mentally where I would be if I let that affect me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know why, I just choose to ignore it. It's
Mm.
just natural to ignore things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arguing with people who say negative things don't make sense.
Like I look at some YouTubers and I know some of them just say like we don't read the comments.
Oh.
You know, like we just stay away from the comments because
It's
it's like
true,
a
it's way healthier.
cesspit.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that trash can?
Trash can.
It is, but sometimes
YouTube comments could be brutal
Yeah,
sometimes.
sometimes I just want to know. I don't know. I just read them still.
Right.
Like yeah, sometimes yeah, and I was like the ones that I like.
Right.
All the positive ones is just going like them. Yeah.
If
But
it's a
I
really
still
if it's
read
a really good one, you could like pin it to the top.
yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
True. And
Yeah.
if it's just a hater, just ignore and scroll down to the next one.
Mm.
Yeah, and I'd be like, I just want to see the other perspectives too. Like, what are they thinking?
Yeah.
What do they hate so much about it? And if it's really nothing that I could change, then I'm
Right.
just like, whatever.
I was telling Dexter, you know, it's like even if you look at do you know who the Backstreet Boys are?
Yes. Really? Yes.
I just check it. Because
I'm not so young. I'm like 28. Come on. I'm not so young.
but like even with like, you know, a boy band or girl band or whatever, everybody has their favorite.
Yeah.
You know, there's the Backstreet Boy they love.
Yeah.
And there's
yeah,
the Backstreet
yeah.
Boy they hate.
True.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just life.
Yeah.
You know,
It is.
not everybody's gonna like you.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's just how it is. You're not gonna
Yeah.
like everybody either.
True.
Definitely
You know?
true.
And of course the ones who just troll, well, they probably have some crap going on
Problems,
in their life
yeah.
that they ain't really haven't dealt with yet, you know, so they're trying
Yeah.
to vent somewhere.
Exactly.
Very much so,
And
yeah.
that's really what's happened a lot more of the times. Like,
Yeah.
it's nothing against the person. It's just that they just have something going on and they just need somebody to attack.
Yeah.
And the platform is there.
Yeah.
So with the social media following that you've managed to build, you've managed to sort of monetize that, or you're getting sales or leads or clients through social media, or is it through word of mouth? Like, how is that working out?
Well, I don't get demonetization. YouTube, I think you need over like 1K or something followers. I only have like 6 something.
Right. Okay.
Facebook is only like if sponsors come on
Mm-hmm.
and then I use their products and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Then I get-
product
yeah.
placements, product sponsorship
Yeah, I will
kind of
advertise
stuff.
for them in the videos.
Right.
And then what else is there? Or like even like
And then what
even
about
they pay
people?
me
So
for
you have
products.
people messaging you,
Yeah, so
like
like
fans, and they
with the
want to
vlogs
sign up for the program.
That's exactly the point. So like
Right.
with the vlogs, I try to share more information about the program so people could see, and then that actually encourages them to come on board.
Right.
So that's the whole point of that one, because it's really for my business to grow.
Yeah.
Right now.
The reason I was asking, no, I mean, I know about the YouTube situation where you need to have a certain amount of watch time.
Yeah.
You need to have a certain amount of subscribers before YouTube starts sending you checks.
Right.
But it's really small.
very small.
Unless you have, a lot of watch time, you're not gonna make much money there.
The best thing to do is to get local companies to advertise their products with you.
Yeah.
That's the best way to get the income from if
Yeah.
you're doing videos for advertising. Yeah.
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 And but people who are followers of your page, because the reason I was asking is because I wanted to know whether people are watching your content for entertainment purposes because they just kind of like your personality, or are they in it for the health benefit?
Yeah.
Is it a little bit of both? Some of these people, these followers, actually translating to new clients is what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. Because
Well,
I
when your
have
phone,
no idea.
well, you would know when your phone rings. So like when
it's
when your
true.
phone rings and somebody's
true.
like, "Hi,
Yeah.
I'm interested in
The
your
program.
program."
Yeah, and I always send out the
And then you would
details,
ask
yeah.
them. You wouldn't ask them like, "Well, where did you find out about me?" Like, "Oh,
Nah,
well, I
I
know
never
you,"
ask.
because you just assume obviously
Because it's the videos and stuff.
obviously
yeah.
it's on Facebook,
Or
right?
word of mouth. It's either or.
Right.
Videos or word of mouth. But most of the time it's the videos.
Yeah.
They see it on social media and they want to try something different. Other
Right.
than the fad diets and stuff that's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the long run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Nice.
somebody recommended, or if to go by a doctor or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. I mean,
Yeah.
because you've sort of like skipped the step of the rat race,
Yeah.
so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
or working for the man, as they say, and coming straight out of university,
Yeah.
you put yourself out there,
Yeah.
making these videos
Mm-hmm.
without even spending any money.
Yeah.
You know how many
true.
brands like stuck at like a low number with fans or followers and spending money, and you were 20,000 already,
Yeah.
and it is translating to brand sponsorship deals
Yep,
as
definitely.
well as new clients for you.
Yeah,
so
yeah. It is.
congratulations on
Thank
that.
you. Oh,
You know?
that's so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really didn't think that I would have like this entrepreneurship spirit because
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in my family has it.
Yeah.
They just follow the norm of like getting an 8 to 4 job and that's what they want for me,
Right.
Yeah.
But like doing these things on my own is risky.
Yeah.
It's a big risk. So yeah.
Where do you think that came from? Like, how come you
I have
just
no idea.
you just decided to take this route? Like,
I have no idea. But it's mainly because I wasn't getting a job.
okay,
And I
okay,
did not, I don't like to sit down and do nothing.
Right,
So I started to
right.
plan in my mind, like, what exactly I want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
And then the program came about after that. Because I really think the Bermuda experience helped a lot with that. Because it was a private company, but I was independent. And he was taking a risk for me by hiring me.
Yeah.
It could have worked, it could not have worked. But he was absorbing all the risks, so I was able to just flourish and do everything that I could have possibly thought of that I wanted to do here, but I just couldn't do it because it was so risky and I just didn't know how to approach it. So by going there and doing it, it came like second nature when I came back.
Yeah.
And I was able to just push. Once the program had a name, that's just all I had to do. Find a name for the
Just find a
program
name,
and
yeah.
put it together, and that was it. Because over there, it was just strictly like nutrition counseling sessions, but I told him I'm capable of so much more. Like,
Right.
let me do all of what I'm doing. And I was able to branch off and do everything. And then, yeah, it didn't really work out because, like, contract-wise, it wasn't, like, the best. But, and I was like, why am I going to a different country to be taken advantage of? It didn't really make sense. So I came back home, and he tried to get me back, but I think that right now the program is working out okay.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of.
So how you where do you see this all going? Like, I mean, I don't want to do like a job interview. It's like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, gosh.
But
I
literally,
get
like,
it, yeah, I get it,
where do you
just-
see
I get it, just.
yourself in 5 years?
Oh, gosh. Well, this year I
Right.
want to launch my diabetes program
Okay.
because I finished the diabetes educator course last year, December. I got a certificate and everything.
Right.
That's from like a DDE in America. So I would need to launch this program.
So wait, now you
I've
gotta
just
add
been-
more stuff to the end of Didi the DN or what else you add in there now?
I know, right? It have so much things that just whatever. Just leaving it as is now.
Right.
So yeah, I want to launch the diabetes educator, the diabetes program. So I'll have weight loss, shape me Didi, then the diabetes. I have my cookbook now. I want to get that selling. I want to come up with a new product, so it will be like a healthy breakfast,
Okay.
and it could be turned into either like a parfait or overnight oats or like a cereal. And then what else I have in mind?
You just have more. You have more things on top of that. There's real things there already, you know.
I know. I just want the program to like flourish a lot more,
Right.
and I want the reach to be a lot bigger and wider.
Right.
And hopefully I could eventually have my own place, you know, so I'll have because I want to do, a lot of the time people need people to prepare the healthy meal for them and portion it out.
Okay.
So eventually maybe branch into that.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I saw an interview with you on, was it OMG
Yeah.
magazine?
Yeah.
I think you mentioned there that you were thinking of doing a TV show.
Oh, yes.
Is
oh
that
my
still
God.
something you want to do? You want to be on TV?
That's real drama, you know, honestly, because that has been planned for so long.
What do you
like,
mean?
I sit down and I plan through every single thing about my TV show idea.
All
I
right,
went
okay.
to stations, but nobody jumped on it. They just do their own thing, steal the ideas and whatever, mixed up and do their own thing without me.
Okay.
So it's like, because I am single on my own to go and do this, everybody has their team already.
Yeah.
They have their videographers and everybody that they need, editors and whatever. And it's just me single on my own. I'm the host. I'm supposed to be the host of the show, but I don't have a team to work with. It's not going to work.
But tell me something though, like why would you want to go on traditional old school TV?
I have
And you're
no idea.
You're already blazing the trail on the web.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I want
I mean,
it
you
to
could
be
almost
different.
have any show you want to have on TV.
Yeah.
You could have-
You could have it.
online.
You could have it online
on
as
social
well.
media.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
tell us about this. What is the TV show about? What was the
It
idea?
was because I wanted to be different to what I do on social media. Social media is me crazy, basically.
Right,
And
yeah.
myself, I do whatever I want.
Yeah.
TV, I wanted structure.
Okay.
I wanted quality. I wanted so it was, the idea was more of healthy cooking, and then like have a discussion with a guest about the meal prep, about healthy cooking, tasting it, and making sure that people understand, you know, it's not so bad, and different ways of meal prep. So the whole TV show was like a cooking side, and then a host and a meeting discussion side. And then I would love to have like a guest, like the whole audience.
Oh, you mean like a shot
Like
in
a
front of a
live
live
audience.
audience
Yes.
kind of thing.
And then
Okay.
they get to taste it too, you know, something
Yeah.
like that. That was like what I
Well, you
wanted
see,
to do.
you might not be able to do that on YouTube,
Right.
but you could maybe do like a Facebook Live.
Yeah.
You know, so
But they
like
can't taste it.
while you're recording, no, but you could have somebody. So you could have your
The
you could
guest.
have your your at home set
Right.
or whatever. If you take a room and you do
Yeah.
something to it, and then you could have a Facebook Live, and people could be asking questions in the Facebook Live,
Right.
and you could
Yeah.
pull it up. Really, the whole thing is to build an audience first. You know,
Right.
if you have a big enough audience,
Yeah.
there could be an opportunity to monetize.
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
the whole thing too, like the advertising, getting the income from advertising.
Yeah.
for
Well,
the
you see, that's a
videos.
whole next.
Yeah.
That's a whole next business side of it,
It
which and you're doing so many things already.
Yeah.
So I could understand why, you know, if you were to walk into like a television station, then you would have all of their support with that aspect now, you know, the business side and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's
It's a bit tough to get it launched and going, but doing it on my own, I mean, it's hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's hard.
yeah,
So, because right now the vlogs is like every day,
right,
and I'm always out and about with this program everywhere.
yeah.
So to get, because I haven't done a cooking video in so long.
It's kind of true because I've been looking
Yeah.
at your stuff and it's mostly the vlogs now. I'm not seeing the cooking
have
stuff.
not, and just Didi's donations, which is what I do at every month.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that as well.
I've done it.
Tell me
I
about the
did it
DD
yesterday.
donations.
It's basically I have donation boxes in specific locations, and I go and collect that, and I also collect from whoever wants to donate goods or clothes or whatever they want to donate, groceries, to persons in need.
Okay.
So people just message or reach out. Well, first I used to search for them on like it was TNT Hardcore Truth or something. He did videos,
Okay.
and then after people started to message me and be like, "Hey, I saw you do this video. Could I be part of it? I'm really," and then they share the story, and it's all sad, and so it's basically every month I try to get stuff to those persons in need, like really in need.
Right.
Yeah,
Very
water
cool.
and food and all of that. Yeah,
That's nice, man.
yeah.
All right. Well, cool. I think we're coming up to the
Yeah, a bit
Yeah.
past the hour mark.
a bit past the hour mark. Anything else we didn't cover? What about we didn't talk about the book.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a book quick and easy. Yeah, I have like a few to sell now, but
Right.
I'm thinking of a launch date to have a meet and greet sort of thing.
Right.
But I haven't decided where and when yet.
Okay.
So that's still in the making. But yeah.
All right. Cool. So for our listeners and people who might be looking, where could people find you online? You're on Facebook, Instagram,
Yes.
and YouTube, not so?
Yes.
And what are the
Yes.
handles?
Didi The Trini DN, you just look for that, or you could type in Shape Me Didi. I think of videos will come up, or Didi's vlogs, anything you want, and you just go to those pages and you
Yeah.
just message. That's all you have to do. Instagram, Facebook. I'm on TikTok now.
You on TikTok as well?
Yes, I'm on TikTok now. I started to do little funny, crazy little things.
Oh, well, I think you would be good at that.
Yeah.
You would be good at that. I went on it and
Yeah.
I looked at it and just looked like kids to me, and I was like, I should not be in here at all. There's no reason for me in
Yeah.
here. But big men on it, like Gary Vaynerchuk and them on
Yeah.
it already, and he have like almost 1 million followers already.
Wow.
I actually haven't checked it out, so I'll take a look.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's
kicks.
just be little
It's kicks,
funny
but
things,
it's
yeah.
I know if that's for me.
Yeah, it's little voiceover animated things. Or even on Facebook, just type in my name and you can message me on my profile. That's fine.
All right. All right, cool. Well, Didi, thank you so much for coming to THL.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
Maybe we
me.
could end with
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, let's end with it. Dex saying it.
I'll say it with
Be healthy, stay healthy, be happy.
Yay.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bye guys.